We've got a terrific front court matchup tonight. Chris, you were the prototypical 4 when you played. Who was the toughest power forward you had to defend?
Okay, well, I'm going to give you the same answer I always have. When I was in the West Coast, any given week, this is who I had to guard in a week's time. Tim Duncan, Garnett, Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace, Robert Horry, it's Karl Malone. That was all in the West Coast, and I think I played in the golden era of power forwards, and so I would just say put all their names in a hat, pick one out, and that's who was the toughest, because it was like that every night.
Hall of Famers, including yourself. Pass to LeVert. Durant trying to break free. And it's LeVert missing. Here's LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love the way James moves in transition. He's relentless and determined.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
And it's good for 2. LeBron's got 6.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Durant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Nets missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Stops, pops. The shot, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Pass to McGee.
Come get it, come get it.
LeBron left side. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Allen. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. A nice shot by Irving.
Love how Irving mixes it up. Outside, inside. He's effective at playing to his strengths.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, last season, LeBron James dealt with injuries. I mean, he ended up playing just 55 games. That's the fewest in his career. He's hoping he stays healthy this go-round.
And throughout his career, Chris, no doubt here, LeBron known for his durability.
Well, just 2 seasons ago, he played all 82 games with a deep playoff run. Now he's in his mid-30s. Age does come into question. Father Time is undefeated, but he'd love to stay on top as long as possible.
Here's Dinwiddie. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starring role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. When his playing days are done, LeBron will continue to entertain.
First one falls for him.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Harris. And too long on the shot. Los Angeles leading by 4. Fires the 3. The rebound by Prince. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Here's James. Prince with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Davis. Lots of room. Good. He hits the jump shot.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Inside. Here's Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Over to the wing. Over to the left wing. Lakers passing it around. James way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The shot's good.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Rondo with it. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top, up 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Last break, the Lakers. Kuzma with the ball. Trying to get open is Davis. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris trying to free himself up. And Davis gets it to go. Chris, with every team looking to maximize floor space, which big men are the deadliest from outside? They have a shot that you've got to respect.
Oh, well, I think you got to go with a few. Just rapid fire. You got to go with that man, Mr. Towns, out there in Minnesota. How about Blake Griffin, what he did for the Pistons, just shooting, knocking those threes down. Now, I got to give my man Big Lopez a shout-out. He shoots it deep from Curryland out there for the Milwaukee Bucks. So much fun watching these guys. And don't forget about Big Marcus Gasol. He'll let it fly from deep as well.
He will, and they're all effective.
Oh, very effective.
Down low, here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Kuzma. On deep. No good there. The Nets go the other way with it.
Yo, check DJ.
And here is Irving. Now Harris. He's guarded by Davis. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's LeVert. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Takes it out to Bradley. The shot, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And a wide open look for Irving. They get it back. Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. KD's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Money from the wing.
The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
Knocks it loose. Here's KD. And finished off by KD.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Morris. Buries it down low.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Timeout called, the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. Now Irving. 5 points in the game. Pass to Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee. Well, last season, for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense, despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
And then Durant with the dunk.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look. Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The shot's good from McGee.
Well, they'll take that, but they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
It's Durant with the drive. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
McGee up top. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Kept alive. Outside for Durant. Chandler is scanning the floor. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Outside Bradley. And the wide open shot from Green. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 1-point game. Ron right side. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Davis. James in the post. For the lead. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. LeBron's got 13. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man. That's so
you did
tough.
both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk. Like you would post it over Jogic back in the day. Oh my goodness, off the tee. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone, or Giannis dunking on anyone, or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah,
give me something.
I like that. Shot clock at 5. Durant way outside. It's hauled in by LeBron.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And James throws it down.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
So both teams making some changes here. The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Pass to Harris. Prince in the corner. Back to Harris. shot to stop the run. Makes it off the glass. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Dinwiddie. The 10-footer finds the target. Dinwiddie's got 6. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
And the momentum Howard has moving toward the rim, at times, this guy is unstoppable inside.
Dinwiddie right side to the paint. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Pass to Prince. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
And here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Caruso. And again, no good by the Lakers. And here are the Nets. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Out to the right wing. Dinwiddie wide open. Good on the triple. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
They get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
Right side, Rondo. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Kuzma, that's good.
He excels at scoring from the mid-range. Kuzma is awesome at making use of these spots on the floor.
Here's Allen. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Brooklyn ahead. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Brooklyn leading by 3. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Outside Rondo. Pass to Howard. Lakers passing it around. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Now here's Howard. Here's Kuzma. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And it's Harris off the drive. Good on the shot. Harris has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nets.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
For 3, Caldwell Pope.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by Howard. Lakers trail by 5. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. And here's Green outside. Los Angeles with another miss. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And the shot is good.
So long, so mobile. I love watching Kuzma get out on the break and execute like this.
Left side, Irving. Beyond the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Timeout called the Lakers. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And it's in there.
Oh, I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
The drive by James. The three from Bradley. No good that time.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again. He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And finished off by LeBron.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
You gotta love how Irving slashes to the basket. So quick, so elusive, making the D hit him.
And so Irving nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
On the wing, Green. No good on the three.
Look, I know he wants to get them back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not thieves.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Durant down low. Shoots over McGee. The open shot, KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. That's 12 points for KD. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity. It was good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nets.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Jordan.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
And Green gets it to go.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
McGee on the double team. Pass to Irving. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the dunk by James.
And James loves these big moments. He isn't afraid to shoot it when the game is on the line.
And that's an intentional foul. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, he has to fight for that one. Doing the dirty work, getting after it on the glass.
And so